Okay, the next ward I want to show you is this nice little ward here. Have to be placed extremely precisely, kind of adjacent to this narrow pathway through the trees. And if you place it really nicely, what do you see? You see a nice little critter animal party through that crack. And as a Scourge ward, very, very good. Sees a nice vision on the Sentinel side, up the Sentinel camp. And especially when you're pushing the tower or you're ganking mid, a lot of men from the Sentinel side like to teleport in and just hide here. And come off with surprise butt sex, really. But this ward lets you see a great deal of mid vision. This ward will let you see inside that little crack. The thing is, if you place it a little bit to the right or a little bit to the left, you won't see any of that. So you gotta be placing it very, very carefully and very, very precisely. Again, one of the reasons I like it so much is because it doesn't get counter warded just as much. Now this is a very, very sentinel ward that I'm going to be placing on this one lily here. And this is one of Urnoob's favorite wards. On the Sentinel side, there's a lot of fights that happens around this area, predominantly because they're pushing the Sentinel second base. And when you're pushing like this, the Search hero like to kind of juke around this little area and kind of do a backstab or initiation attempt off this route. But if you have a really nice wards here, you'll see absolutely everything. And again, not a heavy counter warded spot. Extremely easy to safely to place. You could have Sentinel here in this jungle area or whatnot, just placing it very, very safe to place. So that's one of the more Sentinel ward here. And I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite warding spot in the early game as Scourge. And you could do it. This is so neat. So you're level 1, you're Lina, you're walking in, you go and place wards, and they think you're placing wards in the regular spots. You go into this nuke area, which by the way is one of the best juking area. Like if you ever getting chased, you'd be like wham wham juke, and they just will walk right past you because they don't see crap, and then you go like hell knows, and then you run. Which by the way, great juking area. But this is not about juking, this is about warding. Hide yourself in this little spot, LSA. Now all these trees are gone in reality, but since I don't have uphill sight, it'll just be fogged as trees, and this is what enemy sees. They'll see fog trees, and then you throw a ward. Oh, look at that nice vision. Seeing everything. I'm going to type trees to make it grow back. And even with the trees grew back, you will retain all of the vision very, very nicely. One of my favorite wards is, again, one of those restalker wards that we thought of together. Pretty cool ward. And the last tree cutting ward is the same thing. If you cut down the tree from downhill, do not have uphill vision, it will look like it's like that. And then place the ward up here. Bam! Really nice vision. Vision up here. I'm going to move my hero a little bit further. You'll see vision from on this camp here. A lot of vision to the left here, and a lot of vision up the camp. So a very, very good Scourge ward in terms of seeing a lot of vision, seeing the river vision as well. So these two river wards I personally like a lot as well. So these are some of the wards that we've been showing you, and it's kind of tiny little things that you kind of do, and I hope you guys want to incorporate into your game sometimes. Very, very nice wards. I really like it. So in the past hour, I've spent a lot of time showing you guys different ward spots throughout different stages of the game, and even have a little tutorial in terms of how you should think about warding and stuff. And I hope you guys got out of it in most of not like, well, I need a ward here and this time, but more like the thinking process. If you're a warder in mid-game, you'd be like, okay, well, a team fight just happened. Based on this result, I'm going to ward such as this. Or based on that result, I'm going to ward such as that. And it's really the thinking process that a lot of warders should just think about when they're in-game, or maybe when they're watching replay. Sometimes, when during a replay, when you see people are farming around, getting boring, you think to yourself, hey, if I'm in this situation, how should I ward, and why should I ward like that? It's these kind of thinking exercises that would, when the next time you're in game, you just be like, okay, yeah, I know exactly, bam, 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 I know where to ward. And it's those kind of little thinking process that will make you a lot better warder than you already are. So I won't go any longer than that, because you guys been watched in the freaking hour on warding. It's not the most terribly exciting thing. So I'm glad that you guys stuck through this whole thing, and give me a lot of feedback on what you think it's what I need to work on. And I noticed this is my longest DCDH for a long time, but warding is generally it's a huge topic that I can't really cover in 20 minutes. So I just went the whole shebang and gave you guys an hour and 30 or whatnot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and for future DCDHs, this is your noob, and Luminous signing off. GG.